Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here, then I'm going to skim through a second article on the same subject, which just gives a little bit more info, some more pictures, just which will just kind of like open things up a little bit. I will let you know that this situation, this incident, was publicized heavily 2-3 days ago, so you may have come across this one already. If so, there's no need to watch this video. There's no further updates. I'm a little bit slower in getting on top of this article than I typically am. So it's in regards to the psychopathic woman that you see in front of you there. The headline tells us that a Wisconsin woman strangles a man during sex and then dismembers him. So there's what has happened, but we're going to look through this full article. A 24-year-old Wisconsin woman has been charged with killing and dismembering a man after they did methamphetamines and had sex together. The criminal complaint against Taylor Shabusiness, if I pronounce that correctly, says that she told investigators she and the 25-year-old victim engaged in sex acts that involved strangulation and that she continued to strangle the victim after he died. Things get really gruesome at this point, so I'm going to throw in a quick trigger warning. Things get gruesome. The victim's mother found her son's head in a bucket in the basement of a Green Bay home where the dismemberment took place. The mother called police at around 3:30 a.m. on February the 23rd. Police have not yet released the victim's name. I think the second article we'll look at in a moment will at the least show us some pictures. So there's the woman, Taylor Shabusiness. Here's the victim. This is the victim. Shad Thyrion. Shad Thyrion. So he was decapitated. He was just dismembered. His mother found his head in a bucket, I believe, at 3 a.m. in the morning. The investigation identified Shabusiness as someone who was one of the last people to see the victim alive. Police went to her apartment and found her with what appeared to be dried blood on her clothing and hands. When officers searched her van, they found human body parts, including legs, in a box in the front passenger seat. Other body parts were found in various spots in the home. Shabusiness told detectives that she remained with the victim's body and assaulted it in the basement for about 24 hours before dismembering the body. She had made an initial court appearance on Tuesday afternoon, so that was a few days ago, and has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. She's being held on a $2 million cash bond and is due back in court on March the 22nd. So there's the overview there. The second article is really doesn't really give us any further information other than the name of the victim. It gives us a little bit more detail in regards to their sexual activities. So the victim is called, or was called, Shad Rock Thyrion. He was 24 years of age. And there does seem to be a GoFundMe for Shad. I don't have the link to that, unfortunately. And this secondary article just gives us a few more pictures. So this is the murderer. That's what she looks like. I mean, I'm going to say she's flaunting her sexuality. I'm going to say that. The incident was, the murder occurred during sex and was apparently fueled by meth. So I don't know, she seems to be very twisted. This is again the victim, 24-year-old, again, another sexualized selfie, which I guess in this day and age is kind of normal. A lot of women in particular, maybe I'm guessing, but certainly I'm aware of on social media a lot of women taking sexy selfies, so maybe it's not that unusual, but sex does seem to be a big part of her mindset. Shabusiness stated she sucked the victim's penis. She had a dildo that she put in the victim's mouth and then in the victim somewhere else. So this article goes into more detail about the sex life and the actual act of dismembering the body. So I will leave a link for both articles. I'll try to track down the GoFundMe as well.